replace the ones at the elementary school. And I thought maybe we'd throw in 30 or 40,000 as local match, but they might look more favorably at our project.
And if they would look at those windows, they are horrible.
They are, and that was where I was thinking, and that we might go this next round, which is in October. We need to write a project up. That's kind of where I was leaning to make a recommendation to you.
That sounds reasonable.
Because if we do some of these other needs projects, you know, we've kind of left out that school in our needs projects. And so we'll address the windows at Midway for sure. I mean, they're in as bad a shape, but if we do get a needs project to go to NPK 5, and I was trying to think of projects that we could do where we're not asking for a needs project. You wouldn't want to replace the windows at Midway if you're asking for a needs project. So that's what I was thinking for the future, if you guys agree.
And if we ever, I know we're getting off track here, but if we ever get to put in and build a new school over there, you and KK really need to get together with the people over there and kind of fill them out as to where they want it, because what I've talked to them, they do not want to come over to Duval.
No, I'm sure that the Midway area does not want to do that.
And they really don't want to come to the top of the hill, but I don't see any other area.
That would be midway between Duval and Midway.
There you go.
Midway.
But,
Out of floodplain.
I have talked to some people in the Allen Creek area that want it right there where it's at. So it would be a difficult task to get the people in Allen Creek to vote for a new school in Maricopa. It would be a difficult task.
Well, we've got kids coming from Alcall and all over in there too. You know.
Yes.
That's where the fun comes in.
It's a long way for those people, no matter where you put it on Route 214 there. So, you know, Duval or Midway, it's just a long haul for those.
Needs to be another piece of land though, because I mean, we couldn't stop school to tear that down to build one back there.
Well, I don't think you have enough acreage there anyway, do you?
I don't think so.
No, you don't.
And it's right, rocks fall off that hill behind it.
Yeah, you've only got about two acres and a half of usable property there, so that's not really a feasible place to build one.
One thing I do want to make sure that, since we're talking about that area now, is something that was very evident from the committee. I think 100% of the committee, and I may be speaking wrong, but when they first started talking about the Midway area, they actually considered possibly moving the school with a Kanawha County school and moving it into Kanawha County and sending those kids. And the committee said under no circumstances do we want our new school to be built into Kanawha County. If anything, we could build it if Kanawha County kids want to come to Lincoln County. So.
Okay, does anybody else have anything they want to say? Express your opinion.
Well, I'd like to, first of all, would like to commend the committee. I've worked on these committees before, and 10 years ago, went through this process. And this was a really very cordial and workable situation, and the committee did a really good job. And I commend them for the job that they did. And I would encourage you to, there were years in the past that our county didn't submit MIP projects, and then after the process we regretted it because funds come available sometimes you're not aware of. So I would encourage you to submit an MIP project every cycle and not go without submitting needs projects as well, because we went for a lapse a few years and didn't submit needs projects, and then we were kind of penalized for not submitting these projects, and then we weren't looked at because it looked like we didn't really feel like we needed anything, but actually we were funding them ourselves. But so I would encourage you to every cycle submit, and take a look at your CEFP every year, because again it is a working document, and you can upgrade it. Your numbers are going to change, and the dollars are going to change, and the facilities or things will happen to them and change. So I encourage you to look at your document too and reprioritize every year if you need to. sometimes you have a tendency to not pay attention to your document. You just come up with ideas of what you think you might, from one year to the next. Well, this looks like what we need to do, but you should go and look at your document and see how it relates and follow your document. I enjoyed the experience.
I think they did a fabulous job, and we do appreciate you. I don't see any problem with going ahead and adopting this now. Do you guys, you need more time to look at it?
Myself, I feel comfortable, with the changes that's been made. Not trying to adopt something that has different figures at different places. Be confusing.
I think that was basically just, a sheet misplaced there, sheet or something.
I feel comfortable with the corrections or whatever that we've talked about. If those are incorporated there and those changes are made, I'm okay with it. Once again, so it's consistent.
Okay, I need a motion then to go ahead and adopt the 2010 to 2020 CEFP plan for submission to the West Virginia Board of Education at the West Virginia School Board and the West Virginia School Board Authority.
I so moved.
Larry Bays, a second.
I'll second.
Steve Priestley. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Noes? No noes, so motion carried. And if there's nobody else that wants to make any comments, do you have anything?
No, that's all of that.
I need a motion to adjourn this meeting until June the 29th at 5 p.m. at the county office. Donna Martin,
I second.
seconded by Larry Bays. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Meeting adjourned.
And then Linda did send her answer, but I don't see it here on the file.
Okay, so there's apparently a reason why it looks like we just looked at the record that it didn't happen in a timely manner, but apparently there's reasons for that. And I think the question that came up with the commission before was that Candy just had not performed her duties in a timely way. And that was the question, I think, that we delayed a decision on until you could come, since you're newly, selected as a lawyer or whatever.
Well, she had actually hired me a while back, and she and I had actually prepared one, and I distinctly remember going to her house to get her signature on it because she had missed a spot we needed to sign. I stopped at her house on Cold River Road on my way to the courthouse here and brought the petition here, but I, honest to goodness, cannot remember whether I took it to the county clerk's office, whether I left it with my friend to file later because I might have been in court too long. And I have searched my records upside down trying to find that. Meanwhile, Candy just went ahead and did another one.
I did it myself.
And so she went ahead and did one on her own, and that's the one that you have in front of you now that she filed a couple of weeks ago. But back in the winter when the weather was really bad, because I distinctly remember trying to come off her hill, and if I hadn't had four-wheel drive, I wouldn't have been able to get off her hill because it was so bad.
It's not that big. That's like coming up the driveway here.
Yeah, it was just real muddy. It had been rain and snow. There was still snow on the ground, as a matter of fact.
More or less,
Yeah.
you're being a bunch of bull over there. I don't want to hear that.
I grew up
It's their
there.
petition. Let's let
I
them
grew up
start.
there. I'm sorry, but two-wheel drive was easy.
The road is bad now.
That's not the
All I
point.
know is the big story you just gave is it's not that big of a deal.
Guys,
I'm sorry.
I mean, y'all
we're going to have to decide, are you want to participate or do you not?
Yes, sir.
But then be quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry.